Dork Squad. Dork Squad.
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey.
DJ Dork Genius.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
Conveniently. TOS, nigga, terminate on site. They green. I said they green.
My last name's Love, but I don't think nothing other shit, cause all I feel is hating. I don't fuck with my government, I feel lost. So I sit awaiting the mothership, unaware that it's cloaked and I'm sitting directly under it. Images being beamed in my head, wow. Showing me the future and how we're supposed to prepare now, air out. All the competition that only sees one dimension. Anybody else that's more complex gets put in submission. All my writtens decalcifies all the inches of my pineal gland that niggas thought I was missing. Go the distance. I went too far, now they say I'm distant, but I don't pay them attention cause I know the real interest. They just wanna know if niggas poppin' or not. Cause if you are, that's when random people start copping the squat. But I'm too intelligent, why would you try to meddle with the devil, kid? I'm headed towards the paper, you're irrelevant. Green paper, green leaves, I live a green light. So Mother Nature I'm cool with, she keep my green right. Working on my dreams might help me keep my cream tight, I hope so. Cause if I don't, that's giving me a green light to do some unsavory shit. Step out of character, eyes burn a hole in your face, but I won't stare at you, I won't even glare at you. Nigga, I see the fear in you, and you ain't talking money, so that's why nobody's hearing you.
Everybody watching my film. Stay silent so I never gotta get ready. Why they wonder what I'm making, peanut butter with the jelly. Tell me I'm a fat bastard, better get in my belly. Show them how they do it, but they never really get it. 2 thumbs up, now everyone is a critic. They ain't never give a fuck when I was sliding in the city. Now I'm out in Kelly and they wanna try and visit. Oh no, no, no. Graceland's go pro flow. Drive by, let me roll so slow. Top 5 in my city, ain't nobody drinking with me, but they came the other 4 loco. Whoa, you want that to help me get it, but you wanna be there to help me spin it. I don't really think they understand I got a limit. On my own at 15, I've been truly independent. Past 5 years, I ain't worked for the man. 1099, made a personal plan. Had to get my family in a better situation. They've been waiting on me patient, mama certain that I can. Damn, and every day I wake up, gotta thank the Lord. I got the means to be able to do a lot of things. Jealousy and envy, that's what the profit brings. So we gotta sing like,
I'm not the only one, you better watch it. It's getting obvious, you penny watching. That's kinda gay, dawg. Come out the closet. I'm not the only one that's making profit. I'm just blessed that I get to do what I wanna do when I wanna do it. I'm not the only one, you better watch it. It's getting obvious, you penny watching, dawg.
y'all better stop it, dog. See a little.
Tony Tone is a whole mood. It's that top down whipping old school. Sipping 40 ounce of that high life. Grandma in the kitchen making soul food. Shooting big 6 when I roll dice. When I say trips, I mean real life. No games, all knowledge from the OGs. From my lost 1.0 Eve. Rest up, we don't get enough sleep. Putting in the 80-hour weeks. Post a triple-double every night. Overtime for the MVP. Champagne for the champions.
What up?
Oh yeah, then they got a nice ring. So we ball like we in the NBA. Tell a hater you are not on my league. Shout out to my mama, man, I do it for the fam. I see the bigger picture, never did it for the gram. Seem like nowadays everybody want a cap, but I came from the hood, gotta be who I am. Can't afford to stop, so I'm running up the clock, and I'm letting haters watch it just out of my hands. Headed for the top, from the bottom of the block, with them boys selling rice, they ain't really had a plan. I'm coaching all the youth through the darkest times, cause really I done been through the hardest times. It's crazy how the realest be the hardest rhymes, and it never really hit you till you lost your life. Goddamn. Recognize your echelon. Drink water, exercise. The prophecy you can't deny. The truth is we are supposed to be kings and queens of now. Royalty, kings and queens of now. Let's be kings and queens of now. Royalty, let's be kings and queens of now.
You already know what it is, man. If you haven't already, send your music to my email. It's ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. We are just getting started. We have about 5 minutes till we officially start. But what you are hearing are artists from my many playlists that we have gotten over the past 5+ freaking years or whatnot. We always show that love when we Here's some love from you.
I'm here. I'm alive.
We are live on all platforms. Share your music with us. Send it to my email. It's ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
I almost died today. On the way to work, I was arriving late. I swerved out of the way of that car and I overcorrected, so I shut my eyes and prayed. Jesus, 65 down 68. Yeah, I heard some way, should relax, not brace. Seatbelt on, fair born with a tree in my face. Looking like, dang, I'm fucked. Oh no. Then I hit that bitch with a back end, rolled a couple times, but the car still landed. Hey, me, I landed in the backseat. Hey, glass everywhere, all around me. Fuck? Damn, I'm a someone yard now. Thank God I ain't hit that house. I ain't got no insurance, I've been driving without. Man, fuck that shit, I ain't paying that amount. I feel like Lazarus. Shit had me down for the count, I ain't having it. No, I ain't having it. Should've been dead, but I'm walking like Lazarus.
4 minutes.
I feel like Lazarus. Shit had me down. I ain't having it. Rose from my grave, walking out like I'm Lazarus.
Open your eyes, nigga.
Keep your eyes on me.
You're like, what?
I guess it all has a purpose, but what did I learn? Tired of trying to find the meaning behind this life. I like to open my mind. Okay, I like to reluctant and roll down the windows to feel the breeze on my face. That comforts me when I feel out of place. Well, maybe I am, but if I don't belong here, well then I don't.
We got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds till we officially start.
Why don't we just live, fly like a bird, way past the trace.
Happy Sunday, of course.
Fly to the moon, to a galaxy no one's ever seen. Unknown to them, just like you and me, just like you and me, you and me.
2 minutes till we officially start, man. If you guys are independent artists, producers,
To the man in the mirror,
or bands,
proud of the man you become. When you look in the eyes of where you run, take a look at their faces, the smiles or a mug. To the man in the mirror, are you proud of the man you become? When you look in the eyes of where you run, take a look at their faces, the smiles or a mug. Every smile ain't real, I can smile and be mad, I can smile and be sad, but you'll never know. I've been learning to put myself on a pedestal. I'm not content with these mirrors or what they have to show. I came a long way, yet there's still a lot of ways to go. I made a lot of mistakes and I'ma make some more. Think about my future, is it bright or is it dim? If I don't make these changes that I want, I guess I never know. Mirror, mirror on the wall, if I drink this alcohol, will my problems fade away? I need to stop consuming. Mirror, mirror on the wall, pop this pill I don't recall. Will my problems fade away? I need to stop, it's choosing me. To the man in the mirror, are you proud of the man you become? Look in the eyes of where you run, take a look at their faces, the smiles or a mug. To the man in the mirror, are you proud of the man you become?
we are live right now.
Where you run, take a look at their faces, the smiles or a mug. Ain't nothing wrong with change.
Holla, man. Holla, man. We be getting ready to start.
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey.
DJ Dork Genius.
What's happening? It's your boy C-Low, and you now rocking with one of the livest music review shows across the nation. That Dorky Music Review Show. Tap in and tap out, man. Fucking with Chris nonsense, shit I'm talking about. It's your boy C-Low, the YBLENT for Lizzie. Get down and lay down, baby. Real artistry, you feel what I'm talking about? We bringing that real, authentic lyricist shit back. You feel me? It's a young looking loud thing on mine. What up?
Please send your records to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com or get ready to die. Ha 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 ha.
Autobots, share the stream.
2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a
All right. You already know what it is. Give me 1 second to turn down the background music. For those who are just now tapped in, we pretty much are a live music reaction and review show for independent artists, producers, bands, and such from across the globe or whatnot. If you have videos, if you have songs, if you have beats, I mean, it goes without saying, send it. But try not to send anything that is by any chance industry related. All that means is don't rap to a Drake or Kendrick beat. Don't send Drake featuring Kendrick, and don't, like, replace Kendrick and Drake with any other artist who already has a record deal and shit like that. The same thing, including the beats that they rap to. If you just rap to that instrumental, it literally will pick up in the algorithm like we're just playing the song. The labels are kind of picky with where we can sort of play stuff or whatnot. So the certain platforms that we're live on do get affected in that way. So do make sure that you are, hopefully sending that. And again, you send it to my email. It's ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. Shout out to all artists, who send to the show. It's 100% free to submit. You can pay to skip that line if you do not want to wait, and if you want to get more than one of your songs played in a back-to-back fashion. We also do giveaways by the end of the show if we happen to reach that 100, 200, or 300 on the wheel and stuff like that. So do be patient if you are in that free line, and or if you skip, we will always be able to do mini scenes on the show.
This song's gonna burn
What
like
up,
some
what
hot
up?
sauce from hot ones in your eyes.
Back in the
Birdman will talk
building.
to an actual bird like I'm
What's
gonna
good?
chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me
Been
push
working
you
on
where
anything?
actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries.
I think I've taken too many drugs and I'm in another universe, and I was trying to get buzzed in the studio and do a verse, but now I'm seeing an image of Coolio on Jupiter. If I was in the hospital, I'd probably want to do the nurse. Out of all 80s movies, I'm watching Ferris Bueller first. I'll walk right up to a bully
Those
and
are
be like,
wondering what
homie,
those
do
are.
your worst. If you don't got any gas, a freaking Razor scooter works. This one ain't for the kiddies, so Super Steve, you can curse. I'm
So,
spaced out and
on the YouTube and Twitch sides, we have more visuals that do pop up on the screen when certain things are happening. So sometimes I'll talk about certain things and it'll have a visual on screen with an audio cue type of situation. So sometimes you'll hear these different situations. I'll let you guys know. But if you tap in also on a different device on YouTube as well, you'll sort of also know what's going on in those cases and whatnot. And there will be more information on the screen for you guys. We do have one on TikTok as well, at least so you guys can see the information for everything. And again, I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate any subs and more. We do have a skip we're going to take care of first, and then we will roll back into the free. Let me see what's
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games.
OG, the street guard. So this is OD, the street guard. You didn't tell me specifically which one of the three that you wanted played or whatnot, but I see in the subject line it does say that, so I'm guessing it's that one that you want. So we'll go ahead and throw that on in the chat. 1 to 10, any and all feedback is of course welcome as always. He said, like this 600 times. Right, thank you. Right, thank you. Thank you for the likes. Everybody knows you. To get OD, The Street Guard, give y'all thoughts on this. The show has begun.
OD the Street Guard. OD the Street Guard, born in the dirt. Macbeth, South Carolina, where the struggle don't quit. Mama Kathy fighting demons, addiction's a cage. Pops named Chucky, serving streets, flipping that page. Natural born hustler, blood running deep. Dreamed of the NFL, but them dreams didn't keep. Fell short, traded cleats for boots in the sand. Army life, 2 tours, Iraq, Afghanistan. Came home scarred mind, heavy streets calling my name. Hustling illegal, dodging feds, playing the game. But I flipped the script, went legit. Clocking 9 to 5. 10 years grinding, kept the hustle alive. Now I'm back in the booth, tech money, breaking doors. OD the Street Guard, spitting raw, settling scores. From the block to the mic, yeah, I'm claiming my throne. Macbeth to the world, now my name's set in stone. Street Guard, yeah, I rise from the dirt. Pain in my veins, turn my scars into work. From the hustle to the mic, I'm breaking the curse. OD the Street Guard,
What's the like
put my city on first. Yeah, Street Guard, yeah, I rise from the dirt. Pain in my veins, turn my scars into work. From the hustle to the mic, I'm breaking the curse. OD the Street Guard, put my city on first. Mama Katie, she fought, but the needle was king. Chucky slanging that work, made the block wanna sing. I was bred in the chaos, learned to hustle with pride. Dodged the traps, kept my dreams, never swallowed by tides. NFL was the goal, but the field wasn't mine. Traded pigskin for war, saw the blood on the line. Iraq's heat, Afghan nights, left my soul in the days. Came back to the streets, hustling through the maze. Went legit, punched the clock, but the grind never stopped. 10 years later, now my bars make the industry pop. Tech money flowing, yeah, I'm breaking the mold. From the trap to the stage, now my story's told. Macbeth reppin', South Cac, that's my roots. Street Guard, spitting fire, laced up in my boots. Yeah, Street Guard, yeah, I rise from the dirt. Pain in my veins, turn my scars into work. Street Guard, yeah, I rise from the dirt. Pain in my veins, turn my scars into work. From the hustle to the mic, I'm breaking the curse. OD the Street Guard, put my city on first. Yeah, Street Guard, yeah, I rise from the dirt. Pain in my veins, turn my scars into work. From the hustle to the mic, I'm breaking the curse. OD the Street Guard,
we'll have the conversation now.
Put my city on first. Yo, look. Let me vent, let me spit this real quick. Shout out my dog, Riptide, believed in this rap grit. Told me, OD, you got balls, go and murder the game. Kept me pushing when the haters try to tarnish my name. Borderline, my ride or die, busting heads for the squad. Had my back when them fools try to play me too hard. I could've fought my own, but you held it down, G. Loyalty forever, that's the code in these streets. Big up the two, keep my mental on lock. Kept me sane when the world tried to break me with clocks and young. My brother, you the spark to this flame. I agree. Produced these beats, built the path to my name. Without you, no Street Guard, no mic in my grip. From the block to the booth, we flip this script. OD the Street Guard, Macbeth's own son. From the struggle to the stage, yeah, my battle's been won. Hustler by blood, now I'm spitting for keeps. South Carolina to the world, I'm repping these streets.
You wanna tell me about your life?
Yeah, Street Guard.
Street Guard. But they fat dog, yeah, lot of things freaking out of freaking set this beat off. Freaking, you know that we are freaking the dude that'll tell y'all that I don't know what the hell to do, but they gon' treat y'all like y'all are freaking MCs that we can eat y'all. Freaking, I don't know if I ever. Alright, yo. So here's the competition. Let's start with I'll start it off like this, right? So it feels like a really good song, right? There are, there's plenty of actual, content within. Feels like a record with conviction, right? Things that we would look for from any artist, of course, right? The contrast is there are elements within it that do make it feel and sound like it is AI, right? And whenever we get into these conversations, it's like there's no way around it. We have to have it, because if we don't, for anybody who does utilize AI in certain ways, you'll just continue to do it blindly without realizing the reason why certain people, are, somewhat against it. And we'll talk about that in a moment. Well, no, I think we didn't say everything good we can say about the record. I appreciate that it's in 4 minutes and 14 seconds, right? Most artists, I love y'all to death, but some of you guys would do a 1 minute 20-second record, a 2-minute record, and stuff like that. And I always feel like there's more that you can give the people or whatnot. So any artist who goes past that, 2 minutes on the 3 minutes and anything else, like, I appreciate it. I look at you guys as an artist who is willing to work and not a part-time artist, right, who's just trying to get in and out of a record as quick as possible, make a bunch of songs that, like, you don't realize. What about the radio? What about you on a playlist getting played right next to an artist? If it's only one verse and a hook and that's it and you out, people are only seeing a very small amount of you. Some of you guys need to realize that there are listeners that will only potentially hear one song from you, period, throughout their entire life. I know this because there are artists, even in the industry, who I've only really heard one song and then I just said, nah, I'm good. Like, you just know. And anything else that you've heard a glimpse of, you start rolling your eyes if it doesn't pull you in, right? But if something is good, people will, be there. All right, so what is the conversation about AI that we do have? It's often that, we know there are different elements. Sometimes you are using beat replacement, right? Which will change the beat completely, keep the vocals there, but it still introduce a kind of low quality kind of feel and sound when it sort of does that replacement, because it's removing a beat in some cases and then doing that. Mixing and mastering AI still has some of those same kind of effects. And then of course, if you have the let me just create something with Suno or any of those AI platforms, often the artist that it spits out will sound very AI, right? And sometimes you guys are mainly the producer, or maybe you're a writer and you want to get your song out, see what it would sound like with your words, all that. I get it. By all means, I freaking get it. But listeners also want to feel like the artist that they're listening to is doing some kind of work. All right, you got to understand what that means, man. It needs, like, when it comes to like, if I was just a lyricist and all I could do is just like write, right? What I would do is like take that time to actually find real artists who can help bring that record to life. You know what I'm saying? Start a studio, see any artists that sort of like fit, and then see if they'd be willing to help me bring it to life. Even if it was for a reference record, whatever the case it is, there are real artists who are always willing to do that. Even if you do it on just like TikTok or the standalone mobile platforms, there are people who will chime in and do that duet and kind of like, oh, here's what I would do, and add whatever it is that you may need. But you have to, kind of provide them with that inspiration by, you having that belief in yourself. When you go straight to AI, there's this element of, we don't know how much work was done or not. Is the whole artist AI? Was it a voice replacement kind of thing where there's a real person and they go in and they rap the song and then they replace their voice with another artist's voice, type shit. If it was just beat replacement, all of those elements will make it feel like cheating a little bit, right? Because you're not doing a lot of work in some cases, right? It's just one thing, maybe even just the idea of the song. You know what I'm saying? Make a song, make a diss song from Ronald McDonald to Burger King or some shit like that, right? And then it'll just create it as if it was that song with your idea in it. And then some people will literally take that and then try to put it on Spotify and sell it right next to the real independent artists, producers, and like it's a whole ordeal, right? But we want to feel like there's real work, that there's real artistry. If we like a song, and even in this one, right, like the problem becomes if we really liked it and wanted to work with the artist, if they weren't real, that basically kind of can't become a reality. We can't interview the artist if they're not real. We can't go and see that person live. All of the things that you would, you know, kind of go down that rabbit hole with an artist that you like kind of goes out the door. You guys know, like any other artist that you feel in the industry right now for the past 15, 20 years, what have you guys done? When you like them, you start checking, oh, let me see if they got interviews or live performances. You know, you want to know more about them, see how they performs, and just kind of get an idea into that artist's psyche or whatnot. If they're not real, when we're introducing AI and stuff to it, again, you sort of muddy those waters of, you know, like who do we express the interest in? Because I don't suddenly think that the person who came up with the song is doper. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same thing as when like Babyface wrote a song for Madonna or some shit like that. Like those elements were cool because you could still hear Babyface's style, but within Madonna's voice, and it's her singing it. You know what I'm saying? A little bit different, but overall, again, I do like the record itself. All I am hoping is that there's some real artistry involved. It happens from time to time. There are situations, and even sometimes just different things or quality that you guys are, you know, doing something that you're doing to the vocals in some way that'll give it that similar AI, you know, effect. So if it is, just know how we feel about it. Know that like it's the same thing as you had two people standing right by side. One of them actually took the time to hand draw and paint a picture of something, right? You know what I'm saying? And then the other person standing right next to them just prompted the image in their head, you know, and typed out what they wanted to try to come up with the same image, right? There's a difference, and I can guarantee you, everybody in the building, if you literally had the choice and they said, okay, this one was done by a real person, they did this, and they show you the process, even if it's like, damn, it took an hour for him to, you know what I mean? You still would rather buy that than all right, this was done in 5 seconds AI. You know what I'm saying? As cool as it is, like, we know they can do things in really good quality, make you look better, do this and that. But if I have to choose the real person and be able to get the autograph from that person, because that's what it's about. That fact that, oh shit, this person took that time, sat down, suddenly like spray painted my car, and it looks like a freaking the Hulk or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's very pristine. I would 100% pay more for that, just because, you know, you have a story to freaking tell. Or I took it to this very specific person, they did it. Saying anything is AI is never a, you know, kind of a, oh man, yeah, that's dope. And then you know, like, at least with the people who don't use it, I guess, you know, those who do, they find some excitement in that. But I still think it takes away from your own creative process, because I am someone who didn't know how to do anything, didn't know how to mix and master, didn't know how to make beats, didn't know how to record, didn't know how to do nothing. And eventually I did learn. I took that time. I didn't take any shortcuts. And every time that I come up with a song and people eventually, you know, just simply tell me that they like it, I get to feel the dopest feeling inside of knowing everything pretty much came from me. And there's no like, oh, I needed help from this, you know, digital element, or even another person in most cases. Or not that collaboration is not dope, but when you are able to say that you did do things yourself, you know, it just matters a little bit more. Anyway, let me stop so we can get back into the free line or whatnot. But what it's saying, said I sent through an AI song, you know what I'm saying? I wrote the whole song, you know what I'm saying? Just can't sing for shit, man. But see, I would still rather hear you singing the song badly than an AI singing it perfect. You know, just because, again, that human element is gone. And like, I don't know how I would feel about you okay, release that, put it on the radio, people like it. What are you gonna do when and if it were to win the Grammys? You know, which still hasn't happened. They kind of disqualified those kind of situations, but you know, you have to figure out that way. Because even as an artist, even if I were one of those artists that was comfortable with other artists writing for me and kind of coming to me with reference records, if it was an AI record, I would probably not want that. Because, once again, you may be the idea man or the writer in those occasions, and the AI usually comes up, all right, let me put the production together, let me figure out what the structure of what you want to say, you know what I'm saying, is going to be or whatnot. But if you don't have the ability to come up with the structure and everything yourself, everything goes out the door. Here's how you know what I'm saying is freaking true. Because if you mainly use AI, you do not know how to write a hit song suddenly. Because if someone brings you into a real studio, no AI, and you're tasked with basically the same thing, you have to be able to pull everything out of you. And if you can do that, then you wouldn't need AI either. You know what I'm saying? So it sort of pulls from both of those sides. No disrespect or nothing like that. I'm just always trying to get us to that perfect point of view of like, man, like I don't want it to feel like any artists or producers are lazy. I really do want you to be looked at as some of the best in the business. But we have to be able to, we have to have some sort of way to see the work, you know, done within or whatnot, right? Like if there is a lot more work than we're thinking, you know. And I'm only in this because I've seen how simple it is to, you know, make a song about the Avengers, you know, and then literally just with that, it takes it and comes up with a song or whatnot, right? Whether you get that like 1-2 minute, you know, or 3 minute sort of record, always depends on, I guess, what account you have. But you know, what'd you say? Big Dizzy said you gotta hit my wild card mixtape because I'm doing whatever I feel like, you know what I'm saying, per song. So some songs might be one where no, and he said, side note, I do graphic art, no AI involved and stuff like that, man. So he just putting out there, but everybody putting out, prepare for picking up everybody. Now you said the artist here has great cadence and presence on the mic and stuff like that. Now see, like, again, even though we're in this conversation, I really wanted to come at it like it was, real, you know. And so I will try to do that review, you know, first, which is, you know, what I did. But there are always those elements where you get taken out if you feel like something isn't real. I mean, at that point, it's the same thing as, you know, you want to go to Disneyland and go on Pirates of the Caribbean to see the animatronics, you know, singing the song over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like, technically it was a recording of real people. It wasn't AI. It was real people, but you're just seeing digital things kind of move around. You know what I'm saying? But we go into that like expecting to you know, kind of just like, again, be taken somewhere, you know, mentally. With music, it's different. With music, it is very different, right? You know, we will love a song and then we want to know more about the artist. We want to see, you know, where their headspace was at. We want to even interview them about the song itself and just, you know, what it means. Now, yes, we can have a conversation. We can have a conversation with the creators of, you know, these situations, but like, you know, we really got to see how those conversations are gonna go. I've always said it doesn't seem like something that would be as interesting because you're not creating everything. You're not in that studio setting trying to, you know, figure things out. And people love to do that. They love to look at the producers. They love to see, you know, just that headspace, the creation process. You know, What do you say? Let me see what we got, man. Okay, so we got Scripts. We got you right up in the thing. Happy Sunday, by the way. 216. What up? What's poppin'? Welcome. All right, let's put this in here. Anyways, again, I mean, what we can take home from that last song. See, like Big Dizzy was like, if it's AI, 0 stars, man. It just does something. But like I said, I have heard songs where artists go in, they really rap, and then they change their voice to like SpongeBob or something like that. Like, I feel much better about that form because it's a voice changer. I don't really consider that necessarily, that typical form of AI. But Weasel Sims, a lot of love.
There's a baby.
All right, hold on.
You don't know when you won, you're so used to losing. I'm a son of a gun, I got used to shooting my shot. I know thirsty bitches sit back and watch all in my inbox to do a real nigga cock fake love. Real haters try to put me in a box, forever living my life by the weave around the clock. Great offense to better defense when it comes to my ops. Shit, I'm like Money Mayweather but with a Glock. Shit, Future Sunny is Mayweather but when it's hot, made our way to the top, smooth sailing big yachts. Used to be a snot nose, pocket full of big knots, now it's all a bank accounts, cause I'm sitting on the line, ayy. Never cracked cars, all I did was trap high, ayy. Used to trap cars out of rentals and trap cars, ayy. Always knew the bus wouldn't get us that far, so I copped the Benz truck that was sitting on the lot. Trapping, grow, cause I grew from that brick, them niggas just touching dough. I ain't new to that flip, been walking through every door like I'm moving that shit. Been head drive for the dough, but I flew to that shit. G5, eyes on Fetty while pursuing that shit. I just need a trap queen, I see you as that bitch. They say keys open doors while I'm moving that shit. Found love now, what are we gonna do with that shit? Ayy, dressed like every day we on the red carpet. Might as well be fresh as hell since the feds watching. I'm a titty man for real. You don't need ass shots, you don't have 2 chains, I'm still your mascot. Ayy, that's your biggest fan, I'm here to be your motivation. Help you enjoy more life on more occasion. Here to give you more life, make stork arrangements. Assist your drive to this grind on this course we racing. Here to keep it realer, invest and get donations. Step your labels up, Margilla, Givenchy, amazing bags. And keep them hating hoes hot. My money in your bank accounts, cause I'm sitting on a lot. Never cracked cars, all I did was trap high, ayy. Used to trap hard out of rentals and trap cars, ayy. Knew the Benz truck would only take us so far. Next we gon' cop that race that's sitting on the lot. Trapping, grow, cause I grew from that brick. Them niggas just touching dough. I ain't new to that flip, been walking through every door like I'm moving that shit. Been head drive for the dough, but I flew to that shit. G5, eyes on Fetty while pursuing that shit. I just need a trap queen, I see you as that bitch. They say keys open doors while I'm moving that shit. Found love now, what are we gonna do with that shit? Ayy.
That was like a little bit of a throwback record or whatnot. Now that one he did sound a little different on. Maybe it's because he kind of, came at it with like less energy or something like that. Because every other record that I have heard, from him, like he's very, animated, he's out there, he's got that like I'm having fun every step of the way or whatnot. You know how like ODB could never really turn it down and never seemed like he could just sit down and relax, put his feet up and shit like that. ODB, had just like this, like, I wake up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like he was very, out there and whatnot. So Rufus Sims, I always see that kind of energy. Beat was freaking dope, by the way, on here. as we could always expect or whatnot. Always good to see throwbacks from any artist as well, see where they came from and if there's any consistency within the actual trying to make sure that the actual video beginning to end, song 3 minutes 6 seconds. Once again, I do appreciate y'all. I want to have a cutaway for any time I realize a record does get over to that 3 minutes, so we can always celebrate and embrace and just see, right? Because I feel like it's a little like running a lap, and the ones that stop short of, it's like you get too tired, so you just do very minimal. The other ones, you do want to spend some time with the people. You want to get in there, you want to make sure you finish strong. Oh, by the way, just to the one other thing that I did want to acknowledge that I did kind of like about the that AI record, though, what I'm saying? Like, while we still on that topic for 1 second, the thing I was impressed with was the fluctuation of energy or whatnot, how it started off kind of chill, very low, and then as it progressed to the end of the verse, he was like, yelling, being more aggressive. And I've always told a lot of artists to, do that. Like, it would be the best sort of like contrast for a record to see you in a very chill vibe, and then, to sort of get into that with that conviction. The thing that sort of might have, dropped it, though, is that it happened with each verse on that song, right? So it was basically the same process each time. And I feel like 1 or 2 times would have been, perfect or whatnot. Don't overdo it, or else it just becomes that thing where, like, well, I'm trying to get, I ain't never gonna do this again, so I'm just gonna, make sure I get it off, with this one song. Anyways, I digress, man. This last one was fairly decent. I did feel like there's a small amount of mix work that could have also been done with that as well. 216 was like, I heard ODB and stuff like that. What did you say? Redneck, Mimosa, Tang, and Miller High Life and so that. Would you say? So, but using AI can be complicated to get what you want and stuff like that, man. I mean, like, so just because something is complicated doesn't make it better. See, like, look, this is the thing, right? Because writing a song and coming up with it yourself, like, getting in there, rapping it how it's supposed to, that's not complicated, right? When you did, for example, sir, when you did Madison's song, right? That I know that beat came on and you just started having those ideas. So, writing them down, making sure that you get in there, making sure that you have, the references to each movie, and, you had a lot of fun with that, right? Again, that's you. That's not you trying to utilize AI for any kind of freaking help. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I need help with the lyrics. Like, no, the whole point of, especially when it's rap, we shouldn't have help from other people. Like, we should not even that. No ghostwriters should have really been a thing, because we need to let every one artist stand on their own actual talent. Because that phrase of, like, listen, started from the bottom, now we here, it feels no better than if you got there, on your own actual, 2 feet and were able to, show stuff. Now, people can sort of, like, help develop you, right? That is not the same thing. If I'm writing your entire freaking song, then, you still have to come up with that ability yourself or whatnot, because one day you wouldn't have that other person, that other writer, that other thing. Like, as I said even a little bit earlier, for those that may even, I use AI to help write the lyrics or whatnot. I saw a post about an artist who did one of the XXL Freshman Things, who basically said that, he did that with, some of his songs. And, once again, when and if you're tested, if you're ever, no phones in the studio type shit, no computer, no internet, we just go straight off, get our thing recorded, and, bounce it down. Like, if you're tested, that's when it is really going to matter, right? When people are right there, they have to see you utilize, your actual talent. Some of you guys don't even expect to be in those situations, so that's why you probably wouldn't care, but you will. People will, try to, put you to the challenge. It doesn't make you look better to have those aspects of using AI to help with this and that. Like no matter how cool it is to the aspect, like there's I think just a limit that you should put on yourself if you have integrity as an artist. That's all, right? So for me, if I were to use it for anything regarding a song, I would be like, all right, I want to make a song about Power Rangers. Give me a list of all the Power Rangers and their weapons and, important moments. And then I would equally watch some episodes and make sure that I just get as much information as possible. But putting together the song has to be me. It has to be me going, all right, I want to talk about this specific, Ranger here. I want to talk about Rita right here in this section. I want to go over here, rap like this, over here. I'll throw something about, the Zords. And, like, that's all I'm freaking saying. Like, there just has to be a limit to how you use it. And I don't want to go back into that damn conversation again. What do you say? That was supposed to be a song with me and Easy, but it never got finished his version. Shit with that shit. He probably heard the same thing that I heard and was like, damn, man, you done just killed that. I still plan to get on that though. Because I was like, again, it's still my favorite from you. I'm in that pressure for me to not want to mess it up. And also, I don't want to say any of the same things that you said. Like that's probably one of the benefits of going first on a reference heavy record, man. If you're gonna talk about something specific, and in his case, the song is called Madison Song, right? It basically is him going in. He got dope bars, but each line is almost pertaining to a different Adam Sandler movie, right? So he goes in. And then by the end, I'm like, man, like, what else could I even use? That means I have to remix some of the things that he might have said, or go to people who are not in Adam Sandler movies, or just talk about the side characters. Like, I have to figure out that extra, way in, just so I'm not regurgitating the same, thing that he's saying. But it does put that pressure on you to, maintain and keep something cohesive. Thank you for yourself. All right, let's get back in. Appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and jump back into the free line. Mr. Will Smith, you sent Zombieland by Uncut. Zombieland by Uncut Blow featuring Motown. No more talking. There will be no more walking. It looks like I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna freaking like draw something over you. There is no more talking now.
There's a lot of time when I'm making beats, yeah.
Oh, they better make that happen.
So you can catch me in the killing field. Schoolcraft the hood, Greenfield to Southfield. Came up with OGs, show me what the game about. You don't hustle, you don't eat, ain't no complaining about it. Closed mouths don't get no spoon. I'd rather be the king of the jungle, not some goddamn baboon. Keep your eyes open for Tarzan, and swing on your vine. Brainwash it, rape your woman, control your mind. Politicians get locked up just like the goons are. Suit and tie, packing the semi, it's all the same, dog. See, I don't sell you dreams and things, there's nothing in life. I give you hope that you can make it, control your life. All you need is some courage, some faith in the plan. Of be another dead body walk around silent, man. Self-preservation, the first law on paper. Never let the choke sedate you from your nature. Time's been told, the streets are cold. Anything goes like no one knows.
A little bit low right there.
Everything I can, trying to live inside the lane.
Time is cold.
Ready to scroll, don't save my soul, don't wanna lose control. Doing everything I can, trying to live inside the lane.
Monster mashing, I'm an assassin. Dance on a dead man for being so savage. Zombie shit out, harm a bitch. I'm armed with monster hits, can't be calm for shit. This is a bigger story, I'm in my blaze of glory. I choose to be in heaven, you stuck in purgatory. I'm so far from now believing I'm a heathen when I'm speaking, so I hype, I'm barely breathing. Mr. Sinister came back to get rid of ya. The pinnacle personal punishment, the murder finisher. Here to replenish your spirit, feel it get into ya. Listen, Miss Bangers, the feelers, promote my literature. Question the competition, stressing the composition. This is my mode of music, advanced in transmission. This is a man's music, bear witness to chance given. Stand and deliver the glance at what the fans are missing. It's on man.
There you go.
Doing everything I can. Lies on the airwaves and the TVs. Priests sleeping with kids. Now who do we believe? Our teachers fail to lead and our leaders fail to teach. Ain't no jobs available, but plenty money on the streets. Nah. Now is it worth the risk? I don't think it is. But how you tell that to a man that's trying to feed his kids without a pot to piss in? That ain't no way of living. Catch 22, but still you gotta get in where you fit in. There's people out here lost. I mean, really though. They walk around like they in a Thriller video. They wanna better their life, but don't put forth an effort. And it's a shame we complain it don't come together. And cause you got some money, don't mean that you on top. Just be prepared, cause the dollar value gonna drop. And once it do, I hope it's part of your plan. I'm doing everything I can, living in the zombie land.
Time is cold.
Have been told and shit. A lot of guys you see they found that real old and shit. All so freaking like wanted to like sit right here and it's hot as hell. So I'm about to open up this soda quick. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go and then I'm like, what the hell? It's at the end of the song. Alright, so in my opinion, decent overall song. Each of you went in there and, you know what I'm saying, did y'all thing. Verse wise, mix still needs a little bit of that polish or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, especially when the chorus comes in, it seems to get a little bit lower. And like something that you got to remind artists about is like when they are doing, you know, choruses and adding any kind of layers or whatnot, right? Like ask them to provide you with at least 3, because there are artists like, you know, that will only do 1 or 2, right? They'll give you that 1 or 2 vocals, you know what I'm saying, sort of tops or whatnot, not realizing that like you need to give, you know, it that almost surround sound kind of effect or whatnot. Be able to pan 1 to the left, 1 to the right, keep the other one right in the middle, and even if you do extra ones on top of that, having those to be able to put at different percentages, treating it like if you had backup singers or an actual, you know, choir within there, and then of course having them at the right levels So everything, you know, sounds nice or whatnot. I also thought that, like, wow, I like this sort of, you know, slower, chill version of the record. There's a part of my brain that feels like it can be, you know, faster for some reason. There's always one of those records that, like, you know, we can bring more energy and life to something by simply
Schoolcraft the hood, Greenfield the South. Came up with OGs, show me what the game about. You don't hustle, you don't eat, ain't no complaining about it. Closed mouths don't get no spoon. Rather be the king of the jungle, not some goddamn baboon. Keep your eyes open for tall saying,
slightly.
Brainwash it, rape your woman, control your mind.
It's just like, I always just want you to know what tempo actually does to a listener. When it comes to you actually, you know, making a record, if the tempo is faster, is more energy, people will stand up while they're listening to the song. They may dance, they may, you know, move around a little bit more, throw bottles over people's heads and all kinds of shit, right? If it's slower, it's less energy. You're just swaying side to side. You may slowly bob your head. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a chill kind of situation that doesn't require you to run around and, you know, do all kinds of crazy stuff or whatnot. So speed is everything when it comes to, you know, what you want to do. Something a little bit more up tempo will, you know, breathe the life into the room. So if you're ever performing out there, thank you, I appreciate that. What is it? The backing, he said the backing monkey. Appreciate that. What was I gonna say? I forgot now. You threw me off with the monkey figure thing. Hold on. What I love about also streaming on other platforms is I can rewind. I can rewind what I was saying to get me back on track. What was I gonna say? Watch, hold up. Nope. So if you're ever performing out there, if you're ever performing, go back. Will, you know, breathe the life into the okay, that's what I was gonna say. If you're ever performing out there and you see like the crowd, you think like the crowd is getting like bored, you know, like they're just a little bit, you know, some restless, you want to breathe energy into it. Your next song, like you may have a whole set list and shit like that. Your next song, make that plan to do it at a faster, you know, pace or whatnot. If you have a band, it's very easy to have them do. You know, if you haven't made a different version of that beat to have, you know, the DJ sort of like throw up, you know, it'll be a little bit different as well. But the same thing, if everybody seems tired because they've been, you know, doing a lot of jumping up and down, just mosh pitting and stuff like that, right? You want to calm them down, you do the slower version of the record. Chill. You maybe make it intimate. You know, just have somebody play an acoustic guitar or piano, and then you go in there and still just like rap the song. Make it something that's just, you know, full of that energy and stuff. Let me go ahead and head back into the free line. Paladin, man, send your ish, man. Get up in the email. Let's see if we can get you a part of today's episode. It is 8:33. 8:33. Right about now. Hold on. This is Samari with Give Me Your Love.
Give me your love.
Give me your love. Close your eyes, visualize, fantasize. Give me your love. Close your eyes, visualize, fantasize. Empty me out. Tell me, babe, I want it.
Nice. You always come with the vibes, you know, and I appreciate that, right? Because when it comes to singing, right, we have a lot of different artists from the community. Some of them oversaturate things with, you know, many effects, auto-tune, you know what I'm saying, to be example. And you don't really get to hear their true ability, because sometimes they'll hide, you know, behind that. But with you, again, you're very natural. You go in there, you do, you know, harmonizations, you have the switch of, you know, tones and octaves, which again, artists, if you're not in R&B, but you're still singing melodically on the record, variation in tones and octaves. When I talk about that, when you hear R&B songs like this, it just look at those, you know, for that example of just being able to hear you sing in different tones, the same tone the entire way of whatever record is not always a fun thing. It's good for like the first like 8 bars, and then if we still hear you doing whatever it is, we start to think like, is that all they can do, right? And then immediately when we think about you know, getting you on a record as a feature or something like that, we go, nah, I'm good, because he's just gonna do that. Like, if we only have one idea of what you can do, most cases it's y'all fault for not showing that variation that you know, would show people, you know, otherwise or whatnot. But that's why I talk about that, right? And I love when, you know, you guys can come have a little bit of an example of you know, some of those things within there. It is a slower, you know, record as well, you know what I'm saying? But, and then what were you saying? The voice didn't fit the beat. You were talking about the second artist in the other song, right? And it didn't like the guys take a verse, and so with that, Maya, I know. Well, we have you up next. Let's go ahead and throw you in there, Mr. Big Dizzy. Mr. Big Busy. There's a lot of people that get busy. Also, we will be live tomorrow. I'll see if I could do a morning stream if possible. And then we'll do an evening one as well. Yo. Stupid dog! You made me look bad. It's Courage. Stupid dog.
Yeah, right now I'm on my last leg. Using me, that's dead. Smoking on some dread bread. Blunts look like a dreadhead. It's going down and stand down like when the ref hit. This the last time I'm speaking on it like I'm on my deathbed. I ain't telling a lie, I could've died. Thought we'll fight so we pull out a knife. I ain't making it right, even if it takes all day. I'm gonna fuck up your night. I was really about to kill that nigga. He talk about he wanna fight. If I saw him at the 7-Eleven, I was going to shoot him like dice. I had to learn when I got stabbed. You think I'm taking another loss? I told that bitch to never cross me. The reason she thought I was God. I took my L, added an OD. The reason they thought it was odd. Fighting an old man over a fat broad like Courage the cowardly dog. They say I stayed this to my big mother. Well, fuck it, here go another. Like a burger, we got beef. No, fuck it, make it a double. I take that stab wound like a man. This nigga ran, hope he can cover. I was still bleeding, barely breathing. Blade in my hand, ready to cut him. I was about to air it out like an AC's in DC. Trying to play me, say 8 feet away, please. I'm not a toy like KB in the 80s. Had to be there. I'm the best around to be fair. The rest buns eat clear. If you need a fix, get a repair. My skills retail, shorty is in the details. If you really want me to be there, I swear I'm starting to see clear. Cause if he there and I'm there and we there and we share the same responsibilities, and if we add what your mother do, I knew you dropped them kids off on your mother's stoop. You been running rings around town to get another loop. I wonder if I would've died, would you have told them the truth? If anything, love, you should be happy I do what I do. You just want loot, or you mad cause I gave you the boot. Stop lying, here's the truth, you did to me till it's the truth. When I picked you, I thought I had a wife. Yeah, we all make mistakes, but I thought fuck your life. I really meant it, so I said it twice. If I fuck up your night, then fuck up my life. Just like Bolow, I'ma catch a strike. I had to learn, but I got stabbed. You think I'm taking another loss? I told that bitch to never cross me. The reason thought I was God. I took my L, added an OD. The reason thought it was us. Fighting an old man over a fat bra like girls. Say I stayed dissing my baby mother. Well, fuck it, here go another. Like a burger, we got beef. Nah, fuck it, make it a double. I took a stab wound like a man. This nigga ran, hope he could cover. I was still bleeding, barely breathing, blade in my hand, ready to cut him.
A lot of this, a lot of that, a lot of y'all is not gonna rap, but not gonna back, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Alright. Damn on. So I do want to essentially see some videos from you back, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I've been saying things about, you know, mixes and stuff like that, and like, yes, I usually don't want artists to have to go backwards, but I do at least want you to know the ones that I would make videos for when the time, you know, is right. You know, you have certain ones that are like, you know, themes and to a certain extent. You know, it's almost, you know, like I'm always gonna have that wishful thinking for like the LOD, you know, records, as you know, I still feel like that whole, you know, touring on college campuses, you know, would have been the thing for sure. There's aspects to this beat that I do, you know, tend to feel are simple, you know, like when it starts off, right, just the drums essentially itself. And then when the melody of the beat comes in, it starts reminding me of what was the song with Kanye, 2 Chainz, Pusha T, you know what I'm saying, when they had the Good Music sort of project or whatnot. It reminds me of that first single that they had, you know, you know, but sort of at a different, like slightly different speed. You know, other different elements or whatnot. But I'm wondering if that was on purpose or if it's something that, no. What is he doing? Your companion. Because these guys are going to go crazy. Yeah. Anyways, let me get into the next one.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
Hold on, I gotta get my dogs to start barking and stuff. Cynthia, we got you up. We are gonna listen to this. So you said you wrote the lyrics, right? So we'll pay attention to that. We won't get into the whole AI conversation this time, but we'll listen mainly for the lyrics and just, you know, kind of judge from that. Let me see.
There's a lot of some people.
Your eyes held at gunpoint. Your life has left you no choice. You have to stand for what you believe in. Use all your strength to direct all your pain. Never let them assholes win. They will stop at anything. Never let them assholes win. Stand up strong and be a man. Our chains around you, their pride
it to get that. Like it actually went to that
went to that link, like listen, there's a lot of times you gotta get to that string. I also don't know what the hell I'm gonna do when I'm freaking chilling and I'm about to like go and get out of this from the bank and then
you have to stand for what you believe in. Use all your strength to direct all your pain. Never let them assholes win. They will stop at anything. Never let them assholes win. Stand up strong and be a man. Fight until your voice is gone. Keep on pushing, carry on. Fight until the break of dawn. Show them that you stand strong. Be a man. Be a man. Be a man. And stand strong. Be a man. Be a man. Be a man. And stand strong.
All right. So, once again, I said we weren't gonna have the full AI conversation, right? Which is hard to do when we do have to acknowledge those kind of elements or whatnot, right? Primarily, I wanted to listen to it mainly for the lyrics, right? Because some of those who use AI, essentially, like, that's what they start with, right? My only question will always be, okay, did you just have an idea for the song, or did you actually write the lyrics, right? Like, literally, verse by verse, what the chorus, should be, just word-wise, and then putting that entire song into it for it to compile and do things with. If it's that, then there is at least a little bit more work in terms of what you're writing. We appreciate that. The only thing we want you guys to do is like just make sure that you get a real song with a real artist, and don't just try to release the AI, record, because again, it's just gonna confuse the masses, right? There are gonna be people out there who will potentially like an artist enough to want to go see them live, but will never get to see that happen. You know what I mean? If you really think about it, if Michael Jackson, Phil Collins, freaking Elvis, the Beatles, just insert all your favorite artists, anybody who you consider a legend, if they were to literally pull the rug out from under you guys and to tell you suddenly that they were AI the whole time, that you would have a fit about that. You would feel some type of way, because you're like, man, and like you would care more about that than if you found out that somebody else was writing their shit or whatnot, because they're still a vessel. They still have to be able to you can have the best rapper in the world write for the worst rapper in the world. That worst rapper still has to believe what they're saying. They still have to make it come out in a way that still sounds authentic to them, their style, their voice. Not everybody can rap everyone's shit and sort of like make it happen, like that, especially if you don't have the real artist development and the training. So, and I'm not condoning that either, by the way. I'm just saying, if I had to choose between the two, between, hearing a lot of AI records or, reference records or records written, by other artists and stuff like that, I'd rather have at least just the real human aspect, because at the end of the day, right, I want to get excited about hearing something, wanting to go download, wanting to go see a music video from them that's real, with them actually playing in the video. And even today, you guys have potentially gotten AI videos in your timelines, right? Commercials, ads, just different things that, you know, look real, but then you realize, oh, this is, you know, it's an AI. And so again, even in those, you're like, how should I feel, you know, about this? Because in the end, there are some people who their mindset is like more money or something like that. Hold on. These doggies.
My doggies. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so there are in a second. All right, relax. My mind. Hold on. I'm gonna have to write this down because I have ADD. This shit does not work for me.
By my calculations, and 24, but
no, let me see. Are they gonna stop? Because as soon as I start talking, they gonna do it again. I know these guys. Give me a second. AI money. All right, they're gonna stop.
All right, thank you. Charlie and Chewy.
All right. Oh my God, you just gonna stand there. Hold on. Ay. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm not gonna do it. Give me a second. Okay, no, never mind. I said there are some people out there who, when they think about anything that they're putting out AI, they're mainly thinking about like money, right? So they want you to be like, what the hell is this? You know, kind of image. And to respond to that, they want the most money for the less amount of work. So they don't want to go and get actors. Like, think about it. If we buy into all of it, everything falls a freaking apart, because if they're not going to get actors for actual commercials and they just use AI, anybody who, you know, needs that side work, you know, in terms of those commercials and even movies in the future would be, you know, at a sort of, you know, hard point or whatnot. Like, would you guys feel some type of way if they, for the next Avengers movie, everyone just stayed home and they just did their role from the house, right? They didn't have to come into work, and it was or actually even more, it's somebody else who's doing the deep fake, basically, you know what I'm saying, pretending to be them, and then they're like basically deep faking the face over, and then, you know, pretending to be them by voice, making the AI, you know, sort of sounding like them as possible, and then that actor, the real actor, you know, gets a paycheck. You guys probably wouldn't feel, you know, right about that. You like even more the fact that they go to set, they have to stand in front of a green screen and do something. They have to show you their actual acting skills with their face. Even more in video games today, they've got it to where, you know, they mocap the actual actor's face into the game now. It's so real that they can do that. So now you still have to act when you are in person. But again, if they start using AI aspects, that kind of, you know, falls out the door. So we always are going on two sides of like, yes, it makes certain things easier, but then it also throws a wrench in the community aspect of anything. Doesn't matter what it is, AI kind of threatens like it all at the same time. Visuals, pictures, paintings, lyrics, actual music, beats, you know what I'm saying? He said, I'm back and I'm black, man. What? Me too. I knew it. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? He said, what up, though? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What you say? I got killed by Snoop Dogg in Call of Duty today and so like that. What? Like a real Snoop Dogg or a fake Snoop Dogg, like an AI one? Like, is it pertaining to the conversation in that way? That would be hilarious. What did you do? We have two from Fresh from Mr. Fresh. Hold on. So it's a 3-song back to back, I think. Let me plop that in and we shall see.
Searching for the master sword. You guys are really bad at spitting rhymes and you ain't real and have no skills. And so I mastered yours. I could have been killed running past a horde of zombies. When I crashed the car and blasted 4 magic dwarves. And man, you know how all these bastards are. I'm like Aladdin when he traps Jabbar inside a lamp for acting hard when all he had to do was spit a rapper. Just beatbox to go distract the guards. I got 100 rupees planted on my MasterCard. Don't make me chase it, chicken, take it, make it, take it, listen to my new mixtape and mention into what the
I do what? Please do agree.
All right, let me see. Where are we at with this? Let's go ahead and plop that in there and see what tree we have to. Wait, what the freak? I think you sent one, sir. I see one per. But yeah, make sure you send the other 2. He sent 1 link and that was it. This is You Owe Me remix or whatnot. I hope one of the other ones is the first version.
The Home Depot is where pros find dependable storage, built for every job.
Built for every chapter. Built for every built for every chapter. Come on, man.
Yeah, that hey. Oh, 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 oh,
Baby, show me. If you know me, you owe me, baby, show me. If you know me, you owe me, baby, show me. If you know me, you owe me, baby, show me. Yeah. If you know me, you owe me, yeah. Baby, you got to show me, yeah. Like we from the show me state. When you blow, you show us great. Yeah. You treat me like a steak. Yeah. You put me on a plate. Yeah. You say your grace first. Before you taste first. Yeah. I'm here to quench your thirst. Yeah. I'm here to bless, not curse. Yeah. So good, make you reach in your purse. And give me everything I'm worth. Yeah. Now you broke, girl. Cause Mr. Fresh was dope, girl. Now you broke, girl. Cause Mr. Fresh was dope, girl. You owe me, baby, show me. You know me, you owe me, baby, show me. You know me, you owe me, baby, show me. You know me, you owe me, baby, show me.
You gotta show me shit. As a matter of fact, I don't know what the heck you told me, but freaking people to hold me up. Every time I go down, I don't know what the hell is happening. I used to go to my space and look at her profile. Freaking, she would've looked right at me like, man, you freaking are weird. You are adulting like, man, you have no style. Like, anyways, let me go over here. So the remix it's a remix to another record that I have heard from him several times over, and one of the other records, right, the original record that this derives from, became one of those records I'd put in the top 5, top 10, you know, of him or whatnot, right? And we always got to talk about it because I feel like it's important. It was one of the records that I felt like could be his first official single on, you know, whatever debut album that he would have. He has a lot of songs, like hundreds upon hundreds, right? So there are still songs that we haven't heard that are throwbacks and different things. But a lot of them I do feel like are classics. All they need are like music videos. Some of them need extensions or features. But when it came to the other one that was the original of this one, man, there was like a quality to it. There was something different in like the production, because it was one of the few times where he did get somebody else to produce, and that other producer was a producer from the community and stuff like that. So I appreciate all those aspects. This is a slower version of that song as well, but it still, you know, works. I appreciate like a remix where, you know, you can and will change, you know, aspects of, you know, the beat completely, and, you know, kind of do something, because it still breathes new life into the record. You can have both versions. I did recommend, I think yesterday or the stream before, that you do a video, right, for the original one, and then like at the end of the video, while you're like walking away or something like that in slow motion, play like a snippet of the remix, you know what I'm saying, within that, because I feel like the original has a vibe that, you know, you imagine them being at the beach, daytime, you know, kind of video, Miami type shit. And then the second one that we just heard, it feels like, again, the nighttime, you see, we vibing, you know what I'm saying, just having a few drinks before we roll out, or something like that, whatever the case. There's definitely something in there, and this beat hits, you know, hard too, with the you know, kicks and snares and stuff like that. So you have that. 2 minutes and 25 seconds, if anyone was wondering. He said he just sent the other two, so we'll go ahead and load those in there. Let me freaking float it. Know me, I'm gonna go get, man, you know you froze it. Let's see. Let's see. These might be different. Fresh Life and Shorty. So Fresh Life should be first, assuming it doesn't have an ad right in front of it. Let's see. I think I am going to have to hit that, so I'm going to go ahead and refresh it already. Get it ready for consumption. Oh my gosh. And then this is the one I had said last time sounded similar too. I was like, well, you could have added the last one to the same beat.
Yeah, fresh life, best life, fresh wife. We can have the best night. Yeah, fresh life, best life, fresh wife. We can have the best night. Yeah.
I told him that same thing.
Remember,
down.
I need you to surrender. You sweet like splendor. Hit you down timber. Come here, babe. Don't fear.
You should produce something for that project.
I'm here, babe. To wipe your tear, babe. Yeah. I'm a joy. Mr. Fresh, I'm the boy. Play with me, I'm a toy. Play with me, oh boy. Feel that. Tonight I'ma kill that. Your pennies I peel back. Like a team I drill that. Fresh life. Best life. Fresh wife. We can have the best night. Yeah. Fresh life. Best life. Fresh wife. We can have the best night. Yeah.
You can have the best night freaking. I don't know what is happening, but I'm always like rapping up on the best mic, and people also like either got a car or a scooter, or maybe they just have the best bike to be able to roll around. And there's a lot of freaking people who don't rap good, and you just rather hear no sound. And there's a lot of people who freaking let me go over here and. So, big freaking salute to this one right here, right? Of course, as we said, the beat for the other one did feel
slight, you know, similar to this one. So whenever I would hear either of the two, it makes me feel like you could kind of combine them both together. Your only other option, right? Because if, as of right now, it feels like something that you could basically extend one with the other and sort of like actually, you know, kind of keep, you know what I'm saying, both, but make them a part of the same song, right? That's another way to extend it. Your other option is to maybe change the speed a little bit more, because you really have to differentiate them both as much as possible as to not feel like, you know, because I've done that before in the past where like I would go from 1 to like 5 beats and take the bones of one beat and then just build off of that each time or whatnot. Keep the drums and then just like do different melodies and then go back and then like try to make changes. But there are times where you maybe don't feel like making changes just yet or whatnot, and then two things do end up being a little bit too similar. And so there are other things. Always remember, I am a producer as well. So if you ever need, right, send me your beat, just the beat itself or whatnot. I'll add certain things, you know, on top of just production wise maybe or whatnot, right? Just to see if I can add some more flavor to it with certain instruments that I have, you know, co-production and stuff. You know, other than that, you know, different tempo would help a little bit. But man, I like the aspect of what he does, right? Because he'll have, you know, the main verse that is, you know, right there. He does this sort of freaking thing. And within those verses, there are the background vocals that, for real, I do hope there's a future where he does live performances and then we get to see those extra parts as like backup singers, because I don't picture, right? Let's go back in there. Hold on. Where can I
remember? I need you to surrender. You sweet like splendor.
Like he can't do both. Like live, he can't. Like he can, but it probably won't feel right. It'd feel better if he actually had backup singers up there doing those parts. And he takes, you know, the main thing. He just really has to embrace, you know, the vibe of what he's going for. Kind of have more or less visuals that, you know, are fun yet vibey. That sort of like match up and stuff like that. What do you guys freaking think about that? Give your thoughts in the chat. 1 to 10, and you know, feedback is welcome. We're gonna go ahead and head into the third one. Again, if you're new to the show, he sent a 3-song back-to-back skip. So that is why we are playing 3 of his songs. We usually play 1 per artist in the free line. So if you didn't pay to skip the line, we play 1 of any amount of submissions that you sent through. Anything extra about to be a skip, or if you do not want to wait, yeah, I can send a skip. Or if you want it recorded, you can send a skip.
Shorty, swing my way. Shorty, make my day. Shorty, let's play. So good that you might wanna pay. Shorty, swing my way. Shorty, make my day. Shorty, let's play. So good that you might wanna pay. Yeah, I'm back. I'm black. Yeah, about to hit you from the back. Yeah, you know
what I Roxy Bird?
How I act. Yeah, when I'm up in the cat. Yeah, Mr. Fresh. I'm all that. Yeah, bag of chips, facts. Yeah, dopest on the map. Yeah, dopest. I'm a Mac. Yeah, you can't complain. Cause when I came, you came. Make you say my name. Cause I bring the pain.
Yeah, change it more than
all you could say.
It was the same beat.
Fresh. Don't play. I'm the best. They like yes. Today, shorty, swing my way. Shorty, make my day. Shorty, let's play. So good that you might wanna pay. Shorty, swing my way. Shorty, make my day. Shorty,
pay for it. And I be having sex freaking all freaking damn at night, and they know it. If they know it, then they, matter of fact, you don't know what you gonna even do. Like if you had a fake forward, then, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this one. I fell off. I don't know. Dirty Karen. All right. Now, Motown has said that you and Freshness Fresh, you know, need a song or whatnot, man. And you know, I've been said that freaking too or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Y'all on certain things with y'all styles, you know, I think it would be a nice matchup. And then again, the names, right? They're adjacent of each other. I feel like there's an album, you know, somewhere in there figuring out both of y'all styles, right? Because I love his beat selection as well, and also like that you literally have your own, you know, style or whatnot, right? Like I can't picture everyone rapping to like the beats that you would choose, you know, for a lot of stuff. So you bring a lot of you know, catchiness and different things out of certain records. Yes, some of the quality will need work, you know, from time to time, but to see that contrast, you know, is something that I do look forward to or whatnot, right? Again, everybody does get in there and try to rap or sing to something different. The other thing is, anytime you get on records, trust yourself more. Always ask yourself, am I a little too monotone on any record? Figure out ways to go a little bit higher at times, and just to think about that variation of, you know, tones, octaves, and melodies, so that people can really just kind of get a small perception of like what you can really do or whatnot. I think again, after they hear about, you know, 3 to 4 or 5 songs, you know, they start getting more acclaim, you know, with your style, what you are, you know, able to do. You know, you kind of get in and out, you know, in most cases, if you don't have that, you know, second and third verse or whatnot. But they're all good like samples to really see, you know, what kind of, you know, palette that you like. You already know my favorites, right? I always tell you when any song is from that same, you know, playlist or whatnot. If I'm trying to always compile a top 10 or 20, you know, records of any individual artist, you know, I'll let you know which ones, you know, that I feel are very much, you know, that way or whatnot. This one almost, you know what I'm saying, could have some things or whatnot, just a little bit on the lower side. There are elements of the beat that also kind of felt somewhat familiar, not completely, but
shorty, swing my way, shorty, make my
it's like
day,
that instrument that you're using as, I guess, the bass line, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Doom, 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 doom. Like I've heard you use that on another song or whatnot. Not that it's like exactly similar or whatnot, but you know, I do like callbacks. I do like callbacks to other things, and we would only really hear those things when we do exactly that. When we listen to enough of your song to hear that. All right, let me jump back into the free line as we proceed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Wheels, I think we got you up right about now. Funk Show Brothers, we about to plop you on in the cusp. Let's go.
Like where the hell did time go? Mind's blown, man, I already gotta fade away. Struggling, I've been dealing with a lot of bullshit on my plate today. And the sweat been dripping, my body's aching, I'm stuck in bed. It's day 2 and damn it, I'm already wishing I would've been dead. But a nurse been knocking, I'm through with talking, I'm done with that. I just really wanna go home and I don't really wanna come back. Whoa, cracks in the mirror, I got glass on the floor, and I done been here before and I can't take it anymore. Cause these streets whisper secrets, my shadow's the snitch. Tryna climb up out the trenches, but the mud still it sticks. I got wounds, I got scars, and I got trauma that I caused. Can't believe I let it happen again, so I guess I gotta pause. And yeah, I'm tripping, running from a case. Heart is heavy with this burden, cause it's something I don't wanna face. With a devil knocking at the door again, but I ain't opening it, it's over with. I ain't letting the cobra in. No.
Calling me. I don't know who it is, but I like the quality of this song. Freaking you all wavy, like telling me that I always will be rapping to the longest beats. But the boy is short and I don't know what they're about to do. What did you say about the chorus on this? You said something. You said there wasn't a chorus yet.
It's like stress overload, man, I overdosed and I'm comatose, but I made it. I'm so overdoped and I'm over hoping I can turn around and just change it. And it's such a shame the way y'all bring upon the flame to cover up the pain, knowing I'm the one to blame. Ashamed, this shit getting real. They telling me, Kevin, take all of your pills, and I need to chill. God damn it, I would if I wasn't so ill, but I need a meal. Can anyone give me some food I can eat? I gotta repeat everything that I'm saying, I'm weak. And I'm telling myself, Kevin, I know you've been down this road. Now either you break or you rise, or either you die or you grow. And I gotta recognize I'm on a mission, even if the sweat is dripping and my stomach's twisting. Can't sit still, cold shakes, fighting every pill. Lying here, thinking, do I really have the will? Nah. Clock crawling while I'm staring at the ceiling. Minds racing, demons talking, I can hear them, but can't seem to kill them.
A lot of times you ready to go and be rude. And you think you're so cold, you don't even need the snow. And you may be so small, but you need to grow. People don't know where the hell they're about to go now. There's a lot of time where you're going so fast that you need to slow down. There's a lot of vegan things, there's a vegan crowd that you need to roll around, go around, you know what I'm saying? You need to get somebody like that on there. Good job, sir. Good job, sir. You just really need a chorus on this, obviously. But the overall performance I thought was, fire. And you actually, even with just your vocals, kind of had some clarity, within there. We always love when you come with a clean, mix, because it's that much closer to being something that could just, be plopped on the radio. Outside of, obviously, any record needing to make sure that it is clean lyric wise and stuff. But yeah, I like the performance, the energy, man. You always come with conviction pretty much every record that I do hear from you. So there's a consistency there. And I believe the full song is somewhere near like 3 minutes and 5 seconds, if you throw and I mean, I always find it crazy when artists can get in there with like a 2-verse structure too, right? Because usually I'll say, do at least 3 verses, right? Because that definitely gives you enough time. It depends on the tempo of the beat that you're rapping to as well, though, because if it's a little too fast, the song, might end, way sooner and not take that time or whatnot. Slower, it does have that feeling of, being extended or whatnot. But this would be so far 2 verses, 2 choruses, and saying you're out, right? If you wanted to throw a little bit more on there, it'd be 1 more 8-bar verse, and then bring the chorus back again, and then let the beat, kind of fade out from there. Maybe some talking, in between or whatnot. Or, you could also add a bridge, 8-bar verse, chorus, and then, fade out from there. Whatever the case, we like you, man. So keep it up. Joe, we got you up next. Let's go ahead and jump right back in the cusp. What is it, Joe 17 with Volcano? Joe 17. Joe 17. Yo, hey, Joe 17. Joe 17 with the. Let's go.
Bellow on the
Oh no, that's not it. The freak? Why would I do that? I was like, what the heck? I knew it felt something like we have played. Good luck, good luck, good luck.
If I ask some advice, I'd say get some money. Better do it yourself, don't take nothing from me. When you play with the light, you roll like thunder. Get caught in the tide and you going under. It's going up, yeah, I'm growing up. Joe, how you get so big? I don't know, just blowing up. Yeah, chill like volcano, pen never going black. I ain't never going back. Switch to a flow shit like the cat. I've been out of my mind, I've been out of control. She didn't see my life, say she missed my soul. I've been in the sky, no I can't stay on the road. They be switching sides, I can't trust no more. Diamonds feel like flash, I don't never brag. Money coming fast, used to never have. Now they wanna tag, now they wanna pass. But I'm moving past them, foot on the gas. Yeah, I know they hate it, I feel the tension. I don't need attention, I need ascension. Took my pain, then turned it to a blessing. When they see me flexing, yeah, they'll get the message. I remember the times I was stressing, yeah, thank God for the blessings. Days we recorded out the shit, can't take them back, yeah, taught me a lesson. No going back, no rewind, everything glowing like neon. Got a new wheel, no keys on, and I feel like space, no Elon. For the code of the space, feel like Freon. Yeah, I've been around for eons. Take her a trip around Jupiter, taking her back, and I'm smashing like Dion. Hitting the back, see the stars on the ceiling. Just living my life, what a wonderful feeling. If I ask some advice, I'd say get some money. Better go get it. Better do it yourself, don't take nothing from me. When you play with the light, you roll like thunder. Get caught in the tide and you going under. It's going up, yeah, I'm growing up. Joe, how you get so big? I don't know, just blowing up. Yeah, chill like volcano, pen never going black. I ain't never going back. Switch to a flow shit like the cat.
There's a lot of vegan times when you don't know what the heck you gonna do. Okay. Overall, decent record or whatnot. When it comes to melodic records, y'all know I always like the variation. I do not like anything that is repetitive. Repetitive. You just do the same thing throughout. What did that do? So I appreciate when we can hear you guys go into some of the low and high tunes, right? I mean, why wouldn't that impress people, right? We want to feel like you know where you're going, you know what I'm saying, on a record. It's one can tend to be somewhat short, just it's like 2 minutes and 49 seconds, you know, but I rock with the vibes and whatnot. A little bit of a cruising song, potentially get some visuals, you know, on that and see where that goes. You know what I'm saying? Let me jump back in. See if we can play a few more. What do we have? Robbie Reap. Robbie Reap. Hey yo, Robbie Reap. Okay, where is this file? If it's not gonna let me download, I shall play you directly in 5, 4, Robbie Reed with About That Time. Capo Ducci. Where the heck you at though? A lot of people think you're rapping fast slow. They be like, Dorky, why the hell are you an asshole? I don't know why, but I'ma hit you with a glass pole.
Got a wick and bake every day, burn the bud down to the shake. It's about that time. It's about that time. Got 4.5 and a blunt, you ain't never smoke a wood like that. It's about that time. It's about that time.
Just as soon as I get home, I break down the switch and sweet and roll up the endo. Sticky icky got me dancing like I scored in the end zone. Inhale, exhale, pass that bullshit is gone. For a couple of minutes, I feel like Earth is home. I smoke a lot of pot, it is known. If you see me, I'm probably stoned. It's obvious, you can smell the smoke as soon as I approach. At this point in my life, I ain't hiding it. If someone smells like weed, well, I admit. If it got some fire-ish and I'm trying it and I'm liking it, then I'll be the one that's buying it. Roll a couple of joints and now I'm high as ish. My eyes is red, low eyelids, eye is feeling just the way I'm liking it. Rolling up this fire, then lighting it is my intent. Robbie.
Got a wick and bake every day, burn the bud down to the shake. It's about that time. It's about that time. Got 4.5 and a blunt, you ain't never smoke a wood like that. It's about that time.
Wake up.
It's about that time. With my dab nap, big daddy fat sack. Roll around town in a two-tone jalopy lack. Got a box sealed up with a subwoofer set. With a girlie sitting passenger giving sloppy neck. Turk profile, that'll make it taste palate bust. Have you in the corner, eyes shut, stone looking sus. Better do your kush ups if you tryna smoke with us. Boy, this ain't hemp, it's that high-grade cannabis. Bitch, sit down if you really ain't rolling up. Put 4 grams in a wood so it really puffs. Cut my own clones, I don't roll what you fuckers push. I PM the red, all you fake stoners tryna bluff. This ain't the shit that your mom wrote. I walk like an owl snapping bong loads. Chip bang on my chest like a bongo. About slump on my munch till my eyes close. Got a wick and bake every day, burn the bud down to the shake. It's about that time. It's about that time. Got 4.5 and a blunt, you ain't never smoke a wood like that. It's about that time. It's about that time.
It's about that. Get the time out of a fact. You get your mouth smacked. Figure there's a lot of like times where like a lot of people freaking floated and then they have that. All right, big freaking salute. What did you guys freaking think about that? I don't know what like that like trumpet or whatever we're hearing. Like, there's another instrument that my mind is telling me that it should be. I just can't, like, think of exactly the name, you know what I'm saying, of it or whatnot. And it's not, like, coming clear to me, you know what I'm saying, in my head right now. But overall, this is a fairly decent track. A little bit of a vibe, something a little bit different. You know, maybe a little bit slower, you know, for some, but man, I don't know how to describe it. There's small elements that need to be done, you know what I'm saying, with the mix. There's almost an anthem-like feeling about it. So it is, you know, something I could see potentially as a performance record. You know, it's a mobbing record and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's about that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those. It's something that could get people like amped and hyped up in a you know, very specific way or whatnot. So you guys determine how you feel or whatnot. Would you rock that? Bounce that in your car, as we always want to know. Let me see. We got Roxy Vert. Let's go. We're back. Track. Give your thoughts on this. Give your thoughts on this now. Your mama even don't know you a bitch.
Welcome step in my mind. I've been on a bad track. I've been wasting all my time. Guess I need a fast pass. Killing all these demons. Blessed with a dark heart. I've been popping 2 pills. Think I need a Lights flash, hearts race. I need more dough right to my face. Need one more. Guess I'll let another one for the encore. Eyes red, vision low. I've been feeling really blurry since we hit the road. Driving too fast, Riley finger smash the gas. Doing 90 and a 30 for the aftermath. Stay solid, take time, no conceding crash. If you turn your head now, there's no looking back. Got a cat size, girl, you need a side side. Ego so big it got shawty crushing like a red tie. Shoulda knew better and now I'm sitting where the devil lies. Now I stay equipped to Kimbo, that mean both sides. Can't let a demon why in my life. I've been fighting all night just to make it right. Can't let a demon why in my life. I've been fighting all night just to make this right. Welcome step in my mind, I've been on a bad track. I've been wasting all my time, guess I need a fast pass. Killing all these demons, blessed with a dark heart. I've been popping 2 pills, think I need a jump start. Devil steady crying, curse can't reach me. I'ma go so hard, faces gon' be on a big screen. Yeah, big screen, playing in the big league. Knocked her heart out of the park, now she wanna get with me. Steady overwhelmed, she's a devil who haunts me. Blaring on my words, feeling drugged like a zombie. Calling you my girl, send a curse through my body. Hey, your body, I want it on me. How you say you love me when you fucking brought a coupon? My love is full price, you wanna pay or just go move on. No point in wasting time, babe, I'd rather just do some. Yeah, I'd rather just do some. Welcome step in my mind, I've been on a bad track. I've been
This one that's
wasting all
like
my
grows
time,
on
guess
you
I
over
need a
time, man. The
fast pass.
vibe.
Killing all these demons, blessed with a dark heart. I've been popping 2 pills, think I need a jump start. Devil steady crying, curse can't reach me. I'ma go so hard, faces gon' be on a big screen. Faces gon' be on a big screen. In my mind, faces gon' be on a big screen. Feel I'm wasting time, I can see it in 3D. I can see it in 3D.
Alright, so honestly, that one grew on me over time as it was going on, right? What I always think about when I hear an acoustic record or something that's loosely like alternative, you know, rock in terms of like the production is like, you know, hearing the record with someone like yourself or somebody else playing the acoustic guitar and you basically doing the, you know, same song or whatnot. People would absolutely love that. As you know, if you look at any Tiny Desk performance that's been done, you know, it's often some of people's, you know, favorite performance from any of the artists because, A, you know, yeah, when you're watching them at the bigger concerts, like I think there's a lot more going on. There's a bunch of, you know, people like you with it being so, you know, to a certain extent overcrowded, you can enjoy it only so much, especially if you're like further back at that, you know, venue and stuff, right? And so when you have the Tiny Desk scenarios, it's an intimate, you know, situation. You're there, you're right there with the artist. They have a band. They have, you know, just live elements within that allow you to really see, you know, them perform their song, right? And I feel like that's the true way to really test any artist, to see like how much of an artist, you know, they are. It's like what kind of performance, you know, can they give? Does it feel like they need to use the records as a crutch? Or are they able to go in there and like remember the words, have, you know, backup singers if needed, you know, a band that really can bring it together live? Like that's what people will remember and what will get them to the next show, right? Otherwise, like some people feel like, you know, they've seen you once, they've seen them all, they really don't have to, you know, continue, you know, going in the cusp or whatnot. But yeah, love that vibe. Melodies, you know, we're cool with in there. There's always elements of harmonization that you could add to things and like higher tones and certain things. You know, but you know, you cross that road if you ever cross it, right? I also appreciate the fact that you got us to 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Once again, it's starting to become a little bit of a pet peeve of, you know, seeing artists who are only willing to, you know, do 1 or 2 minutes, you know, worth a song. Anytime that happens, I'm like, nah, like, you know, you only get one chance. You only get one chance. And in my mind, I look at time a little bit differently. I look at the more time that you have, the more opportunity for you to be able to show what you can do. If you have at least potentially 3 verses, that is 3 verses worth of you being able to go in and, you know, switch it up, just like to prove you're an artist or whatnot, right? And then if you look at your song as, you know, different people will come in at different points of your song, right? So someone's going to come in at the first verse. Another person may not have gotten there right on the time. They may be there right in the middle or second verse. Same thing with third verse and so on. So you always want to, you know, be able to do things, you know, authentically and, you know, just kind of get in there. Appreciate you though. And you appreciate it. I know the vocals were, you know, some other titles, but, you know, similar to feedback. Nah, man, I rock with it. It grew with me over time, and you know, once again, like the true proof in the pudding, right? Get it, compile a situation where it's just the acoustic guitar, and then you being able to go in there. You can also change the tempo as well, right? If you like slow it down a little bit, it'll have a, you know, slightly different you know, sort of overall take and stuff like that. So do your thing. All right, I think we're gonna head out for the night again. We'll be back in the morning. Be sure to follow us on all platforms from TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch and stuff like that. And again, we'll be back. Check out our posts, man. Get in there and you know, interact with the posts that I put out on each platform for a chance to win a free skip on our next episode as well. So we'll see what is up. All right, big salute. Let's go ahead and peace out.
Paging Dr. Mario. Paging Dr. Mario.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so